This is a School TV original.
Yeah.
Cookup, the Cookup, the Cookup.
Cookup show, we in here, man.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Yo, this is the Cookup where everybody get wet green.
Steamed.
And we here with my guy, Qew Lunel
Qew
today.
Lunel was in the building.
Yes.
Blessings. What's up? Tell the people where you from.
If you haven't, girl.
Yo, this is Qew Lunel, straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I'm an artist. I do pretty much like a reggae fusion type of style.
Okay.
Try talking to the mic, bro.
Yeah. The source, the base of my music is reggae music. But you're gonna hear a lot of different influences in my music. You hear a little hip hop, little R&B, little funk, and but the root of it is more roots reggae.
Okay, so you're a reggae artist.
Yeah, you can say that, but more a world artist, I would say.
Oh, world artist.
Yeah, because my music, you hear like African rhythms in there. You hear some roots reggae, some dancehall stuff. It's pretty much just really eclectic, Yeah, that's pretty much like the vibe of my music.
Oh, okay. So, I'm pretty sure what you're getting at is like a fuse of like hip hop, also reggae, and I don't know what spoken word.
It's pretty much a fusion of just all the music that influenced me growing up.
Okay, and who are those acts?
Wow, that's a lot. If on the reggae side you got Barris, of course you got Bob Marley, which is the biggest of all time. That's my favorite. My favorite artist is Stephen Marley.
Okay.
I'm pretty much into all the Marleys. But if you want to go to rock, Journey, Queen was two of my favorite rock bands. Hip hop is Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z. I love the old school Motown stuff.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, old school rock. I mean, my taste is really wide, really
Genre.
wide.
Yeah. You love different genres of
different
music.
genres of music. Yeah.
Okay.
I just love music. If it sounds good, it moves me.
How long you been doing music for?
Oh man, I've been doing music since I was 11 years old. Since I was 11 years old, yeah.
Wow. Oh, same age as me.
Yeah.
11? Word, all right. That's what's up, man. And all right, so when you first started out, what was your style then? Because I know you evolved and you changed since then. So how was your style when you first started out?
I started out doing hip hop. I was doing hip hop for years.
Strictly hip hop,
Strictly hip hop. But I mean, even with my hip hop, I always mixed in some reggae and some rock in there too. I used to tour with a group called Hollow Point, and also a group called Jackals. Back in the days, which we was heavy on the underground. People could still find our music on the underground circuits. I know. I looked this up like last year, and I saw one of our records selling for like $1,000 in Europe somewhere. I was
Word?
Like, yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah.
How you ever toured over there?
Nah, I never got a chance to tour in Europe. Never got a chance to tour, but we toured in the United States. Yeah.
Okay, what was that experience like?
What was that like?
Oh, that was crazy. It was really nice, especially me because I was young. I was the youngest out of everybody. Everybody was always at least 3 or 4 years older than me. I was the youngest one. So I learned. I was touring when I was like 14 years old. Like actually 13, 14 years old touring.
Oh,
That's
you
crazy.
Teenage years.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And you're. I don't want to get too much in your age, but you're a bit older now.
Yeah. I'm definitely a little bit wiser and older now, but not too old. Not too old. I still got my youth in me.
Got you. That's
Word,
cool.
because just looking at you, I'd assume right away that you was a reggae artist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
right.
what made you transition into more that lane?
Right.
Well, I mean, like I said, as I was doing hip hop, I always mixed it with some reggae.
Okay.
And some rock and different type of styles,
All right.
And even as a youth, I always knew one day I'd gravitate to the whole Rasta-livity. I just wasn't really ready for the sacrifices yet because I was young, running around in the streets doing stupidness, and I wasn't ready for all the commitments that went along with the lifestyle. And but once I got a little older and I seen the direction hip hop was going, I kind of like lost the feeling. I know they wasn't really trying to hear the music that I was putting out because, nowadays the hip hop music is so different from back in the days. It's pure nonsense, man. I mean, it's a lot of just BS that they putting out and don't make no sense. And I like to put out music to have a message. Music to have a meaning. Even with my hip hop stuff, it always had a message. I did the street stuff too, but my main music was always something that had a message. I was always talking about something. So when they started going to that other direction with hip hop, I was like, all right, it's time for me to step away and do something else. And when I stepped away from hip hop, I actually stepped away from music. It took me about a year or two before I decided to get back into it because music is who I am. I come from a family of musicians, so I can't escape it. I tried to do the 9 to 5 thing and do the corporate world, and
Right.
nah, it wasn't
The
for
average-
me.
the average way of
average
living,
thing.
right.
Yeah, nah, it's not me. Music is my heart and soul. That's who I am. So I came back, and when I came back, I wanted to do me. I didn't want to be put in no box. I just wanted to make music that felt good and sounded good and had a message. And reggae music was always appealed to me because you could talk about anything. You could talk about God. And it's in the club and people are dancing, winding up, and I like that. I like to me. I think that's a beautiful thing to be able to talk about positive music and everybody love you more and more. The more positive you are, the more they love you. You know.
Right.
So yeah, that's the main reason why I made the transition.
Positive vibes, positive vibes.
Yeah, definitely positive vibes.
What do you feel is wrong with hip hop, as far as the downside of it? Because at a time it was fun, it was entertaining, it was everybody was.
Yeah.
I mean, you had your battles, but it was more content that made sense.
I mean, it's still fun and entertaining, but that's pretty much all it is. It's like nobody's really putting out any. I can't say nobody. There are a few. There's a few that make their
Right.
way through the cracks, and but this new generation it's like
There's no message.
there's no message. Not even not just the message. They're just not making any sense.
Right.
It's to them. It's like they don't really care about the words. It's just a vibe and a feeling, and you can literally just say anything you want.
Right.
And their focus and their attention and everything that they value is just all negative. It's all wrong. It's
Right.
poison.
Yeah,
It's poison to the mind and poison to the soul.
Right. You got to respect the art.
Right.
Now I'm glad that you said that. So now I want to ask you how you feel about this. Well, on another show on Everyday Struggle, Young Jeezy came up there and he was saying like, these kids, they ain't got nothing to eat, they ain't got nothing to starve, they starving, and that's the only way they could get out the hood. So do you think the art should be a sacrifice for that?
I don't really agree with that statement because look, back in the day, I came from the projects. I grew up in Coney Island, C-Rise projects.
CI?
CI. I was born and raised.
rough.
I mean, growing up, I grew up in a situation where, look, my feet were sticking out of my shoes, So, I mean, back then it was a little bit more rough. And I'm not saying it's not rough for a lot of people nowadays, but there's different outlets now.
Right.
So it really goes into what they say is life imitating art. Back then it was art. Am I saying it right? Art was imitating life.
Right.
All the songs that was coming out was based off of the life. But now these kids, they're living their life based off of the music that they're listening to.
Right.
Instead of talking about the life that they're living. They have plenty of opportunities now. People don't have to do that no more.
That's a fact, man.
There's so many opportunities. So I don't really agree that these kids, that's the only outlet that they have, and that's why they're talking about it. Nah,
Right.
They're just imitating. They're not being themselves.
Right. He
They're
was
following. There's a lot of
Followers.
following going on.
It's a whole generation of followers.
Right. Like I
Nothing but
understood
followers.
what Jeezy was saying, but it was like it was half and half.
Right.
Yeah, you can't make an excuse for what's going on.
Right, because
you can't make an excuse.
he was pretty
There's
much
no excuse for
saying
that.
that they was above being critiqued. Like their art shouldn't be critiqued. And he's saying like, nah, that's the way they eat. And we get that, but at the same time, let LeBron start shooting air balls. let him start shooting air balls. You know what I mean? So come on, man.
But see, that's the thing. Music is not supposed to be a hustle. It's not supposed to be a hustle. It's not about that. It's about expression. It's about it's about releasing all the emotions and the feelings and the things that you got going on in your mind, things that you want to talk about.
Right.
That's what music is supposed to be out. Nowadays, they're not respecting it. It's to them, it's just another hustle. It's laziness, man. Pretty much.
Right.
They're looking for the easiest way to make money, and they know they don't have to work hard no more. They just grab a nice little beat and spit something that's catchy.
Say
and,
whatever.
Yeah, and they imitate a lifestyle that they feel is gonna get them
Okay.
there. It's okay.
Right.
And they feel like they got a hit, and that's it. And to me, that's the wrong formula. And of course, these corporate record labels, they feed into
They're gonna
that.
sell it.
Right.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
gonna sell it.
That's what they push. That's what they want us to do because they don't want us talking about nothing positive.
No, of
Right.
course
They
not.
don't want us coming together and
What hip hop was really about.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Expressing yourself, but also express a message.
and we was
That people-
united.
Right,
Word,
right.
that's
We
a
definitely
fact.
was united.
Word.
Yeah, right. Even with the exchange of words or whatever.
Right.
That's
It was
why-
all in fun.
Competition,
It was
yeah.
all in fun. It was
Right,
all about the
right.
music.
That's why that's why I'm jealous of guys y'all age. Y'all had the golden era of hip hop when y'all was adults and y'all could have fully understood the music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Back then we couldn't really understand it until we got
Nah,
older.
we didn't understand until we got older. Yeah.
Right,
It's
so-
like we got it, but like I was watching yesterday, the Lost Boys. They had the what's the fucking? I forgot the record.
What?
Exclusive beats
Renee.
in the band.
huh?
Renee. What's called?
Renee?
What's called
Was it Renee or Lex Coops or
Beams
Lex
in the
Beams in the
Benz.
Benz.
yeah?
The Beams
It's
in
either
the
one of
Benz.
those two.
Beams in the Benz.
And I'm hearing it for like the first time in a while. Like since I was a younger cat, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this shit sounds it just took me back to that time of hearing it but not understanding it. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
And then Little Kim did a song that was similar to that. She took bars from that song, and I was like, oh shit, this is where she got that idea from. But you get what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
when you don't follow something, it'll just be remade it.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? And then
I mean, don't get me wrong. We had artists back in the day who
overwhelming.
did that, that foolishness, but that wasn't the majority of the music.
Right,
You know, it wasn't the
right.
majority. They had their lane, and everybody had their own lane.
Right.
You know, nowadays that's all they push is this
stupidity.
stupidity. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get
And that's what I can't stand, man. So I feel like and I just feel like these young artists, they're not really seeing what's going on, and if they do see it, they don't care, And that's my biggest problem with the new generation. They don't care enough.
Nah, they
Don't care enough, man. To them, their whole attitude is like whatever,
It is.
So
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we gotta look at the elders, because the elders is supposed to pass down the tradition to the next generation. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So you gotta look at the other artists too, like, yo, come on, what y'all doing?
yeah,
Right.
But every time somebody try to sound out, they're a hater.
Yeah.
They're this, they're that.
Right,
so
exactly.
I go into that to ask you, is there a little dude around the hood that wherever you at, and you look at him like you want to kind of mentor him?
Well, I mean, I meet a lot of people all the time. There's nobody specific, but whenever I see somebody, especially a younger female or younger dude, and I'm always talking to them. I'm always letting them know my point of view and trying to just educate them a little bit more, trying to drill something in their heads. I do it with my daughter. I'm like, even my daughter's a little guilty of it. She kind of falls into the trap a little bit. But so I'm always constantly talking to her and
I feel
educating
you.
her about things. But I try to teach through my music.
Okay.
My music is the main. It's my biggest outlet. It's my biggest outlet for me to reach the people.
Right.
So I'm constantly making positive music.
Are you one of those? Are you one of those that just you just come down on them like, no, you're not supposed to listen to this
Not at all.
bullshit?
Not at all.
Not at all. All right,
can't-
good.
You can't come at them like that.
All right,
Can't be that
good.
restricted.
Yeah, because as soon as you come at them like that, they completely shut down. They start, oh god, here comes somebody else talking that bull in my head. Nah, you gotta appeal to them. You gotta relate to them.
Right.
Because I understand them. Like I said, I was younger. I was running wild and doing stupidness. You know, I wasn't always the completely positive. I was like always half and half.
Right.
But I just try to educate as much as I can.
You know what I mean? We grow older and we evolve. That's it.
Right.
That's all we can do.
Only you.
Only you. Yo, dope record, man. It was a
Yeah,
nice
real
little
dope
old school vibe, man.
Yeah, takes you back to
I
the
could-
essence.
Like, you sound like you got a little Bob Marley in you.
It took me straight to
A lot of people
Jamaica.
say that.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
now I want to smoke a spliff right now. Like,
Word.
I'm ready. I'm
Word.
ready.
Just beam up.
So you really a Rastafarian, or you just like to look?
No, I'm a Rastafari.
Oh, where? So you eat your fish?
Yeah, eat my fish. I still eat my fish.
Yeah, let's go.
But I mean, like well, you know what? Rastafari is different for a lot of different Rastafaris. Some don't eat meat at all, no fish,
Oh,
just
alright.
strictly vegetables and fruits, and some people do eat fish. It really depends on the person. There's really no set rules. But there is a general idea of a diet.
Right, and that's they eat fish and they smoke mad weed. Like, you know what I mean? That's
Most of us do smoke weed.
you feel.
I mean, that's a great thing. That's a great
Yeah,
thing.
man, because I see myself transitioning into that too. You know what I
nice.
mean? Because I'm a pescatarian too. I only eat fish, and I smoke weed. So, you know what I mean?
You halfway there.
I'm halfway there. You feel me? So yeah. So what projects you got out currently right now?
All right, so we have the Universal Language album out right now.
Mm-hmm.
We dropped that a few months ago, about 6 months ago, and it's making its rounds. It's a great, phenomenal album. Soul Sonic Sounds, DJ Tyrone Terra, and Soul Sonic Sounds also just released a mixtape on me called The Remedy. So they get that for free on the SoundCloud page and also on the website QLunelmusic.com. That's QEW. L is in Larry, U, N is in Nancy, EL music.com. They can get that over there. Also, we got a tour coming up that we're actually putting together right now. Myself and 2 other artists, Fireworks and iConfidence. We're doing the Youths Live tour for 2018.
Where you're touring around the U.S. or
U.S.
overseas?
This is gonna be U.S. tour.
Okay, dope.
Actually, next Saturday I'll actually be in Virginia. I don't remember what part of Virginia, but that's for IVE Radio's Select the Sledge's birthday bash. So we're doing that. Few projects. We got the We Are One project that's coming out soon with a few other artists. I'm trying to remember everybody. Also, the album should be out later on this summer with myself and Monse Superfly.
Okay.
Called the Natural Vibes album. So we got a few things on the works.
No music videos?
Oh, we got the music video for Love. We're working on that. Also the music video for Who Jah Bless.
Not Only You? Come on, man.
No, not yet. We're actually gonna hold. Only You is actually a song from the album. It's actually not the single. The official single is Who Jah Bless, No Man Curse. That's the official single for the album. Love is supposed to be the next single, so that's why we're gonna be working on that.
Dope.
Also, we got a song coming out. Also with a video for a song called Breathless that I did with an artist from Jamaica called Mojiba I think I pronounced that right. So a few things happening. But they can always keep track of what I'm doing on the website, QLunelmusic.com, or follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook because I'm really on Twitter. Facebook.com/QLunel or Facebook.com/QLunelmusic. Instagram is also the same thing, QLunel. Everything is Qew Lunel.
Everything gonna be at the bottom of the screen too.
Nice.
I'm gonna have everything come up, so you already know.
Nice.
So you already know. So you ready to perform, man?
Yeah.
You got a little sign in you.
I'm always ready.
I wish we had a split for you, but you know what I mean. But
Not today.
Not today though. But all right, Fluke, take us away.
Take us away,
and we'll be right back.
I can't believe it. After all of this time, that I still get a reminder.